Would he beat Jonathan Kawinga? Megan and Buddy Hield and Dick. Conley. Daniel Scott will blow the whistles tonight. Have a pass tonight. So Conley, Draymond through. Gobert's going to give him all of it. Easier said than done. Gets his own rebound. Powers back in. Coming together defensively. Clutch like they've had in the past, even though they've been in the 90s. So inside. And Gary putting it. You think about the Timberwolves, they're actually fourth and Minnesota fifth. Opportunities. Step to Draymond. Starting, trying to get Buddy shoot. Give it a step back three. Bender on him. I think we said Kawinga. Edwards takes 10 with a very poor shooting. And Warriors come up. Steve Kerr with Steph at the attacking Gobert. 6'7", much bigger for Daniels on the baseline. Got the steal, got the finish. Ball fake here or there. I think it'll do him. No Wiggins tonight. Multiple screens to free up Curry. And for Kawinga, can he beat Gobert? But Warriors are giving them a taste of their own medicine, Steph. Daniels on the step up. He got the counter and took an extra step. Tonight something is Anthony Edwards. And then Buddy Hield, the Dranger killer. And off the bench before the defense is set, getting a good look. Beautifully done. Alexander. There's Moody with a good look. Kick out to Naz Reid. 4 of 8 on threes. Clock at 1. Moody beat this. Naz Reid catch and shoot. The water springs free. Closes Moody drive. Okay. Edwards mid-range. You see Minnesota. They said to beat the buzzer. Alexander Walker. Make sure as everybody is moving on. They're spacing offensively. You got to have shot attempt. Make it 2. 2-point shooting team in the league. Well, they're 14th overall. Yeah, lately. Josh Minot in. Kyle Anderson an open 3. When he gets to the weak side. Nice finish. It's 9. Steph finally. The Warriors have the 9-second chance point. Minot out of the corner. Kemsky with the step. Hey, you know, it's answers. And Buddy Hield again. An open 3. And a jump. Gobert rolling to Tenzo all the way. Yeah, Steph all the way. Plus game. Mid-range, the thighs they have. Hield and Steph already 2 here in the second. An open spot. Now they're setting higher screens on McDaniel. Enough. And Steph Curry has that. Giving away so much size that it's got to be Buddy Hield for 3. 24 years old. Good two-way player. Figure out what you got. DiVincenzo's the open shoot. How he finishes off the half. Turn to the corner, in around Gobert. Right? Sometimes you can just go floating mid-range. If he's out and extended, DiVincenzo hit the one for corner. Last game, they were a good offensive rebound. They deflected to Randall. Get Ringles after great offense. Oh, you don't shoot against for a while now. It's not. Clock is 3. Don't let him off the hook. By shooting at 52%. Thought about that 3, but it's early in the shot. Buddy Hield, corner 3. Isn't back with the open corner 3. Mentioned before the tournament. Buddy attacking, wing jumper. In almost every aspect of the game. Kawinga trying to get around. Ball screens, you'll see that a lot for Kawinga maybe. And everybody paying attention. Steph is trying to help you. You got to give me like one tough jumper he took after that. Looney! Around that Naz Reid screen. Oh, got him. He was kind of dead in the water. Steph had 3. Good matchup here. He set that screen. Curry open. Xander Walker all the way to the Reid, all on the floor. And in a most replay, Kennedy. When the elite players give up the ball and then they're on him, Lindy moves out. They're on that, and Conley was just able to move his game. And he's empty possession from 3. Inside, Waters is playing some good D. Tonight, the Timberwolves' offensive numbers. GP2's got to want. Rare post up on Steph. Big ball screen, Curry, 3. The angle, make sure he set it on the side. Decision maker. McDaniels the corner. 9-second game shot clock difference. Steph another 3. Edwards says, give it to me. At 2, Conley to end the half. Finds its rhythm. Yeah, Minnesota supposed to end the half to make it back up to 9. Yeah, you're going to react back. With Anthony Edwards, you don't want to get too close. You don't have Andrew Wiggins. Curry on the scatter. GP2. Bounce pass. Randall. Lean in. Well, GP2 has made up his mind. Draymond, Steph, GP2, and Buddy. Shooter in time. Steph with the footwords again. Their sweet spot appeared also at halftime. There you go. That's your advantage.
Time now the G League. Warriors as aggressive and as assertive. Same of aggressive and assertive. So
He'll speed dribbling, and if he wants to play the 4, to the corner, Senate, we wouldn't know it. Crowd aching to get involved.
there's no way I can get around. So I don't know a ton about that. But
Minisota took Randall on the post up for that 3, betting a better look. And
little draw and kick action from Daniels. Weather changes.
It was 89%.
Helps that so much. Now someone else has the quarter. You've done well with the turnover.
The other 4 losses to Minnesota at 1. Beat the buzzer.
Got it. He was ready.
But Dominguez comes. Daniels has a chance to take the lead.
Taking the little break here. He'll finishes.
Anthony Edwards 3. Halfway down and out.
Baseline. Looney's going to do that.
You might have said he healed. Stops for 3. Edwards. Dominguez moved his feet. Reverse.
It's a good idea.
The build to the Edwards, superstar.
3% off the dribble threes.
What a nerve. Finding Buddy Hield again off the 3-point line.
Trying to get up into him. Messed up.
Stepped in the lane among the trees.
I gotta go quick. Well, these kids nowadays in high school, they got the
throws down. Go down the lane. And
yeah, that was cool.
That was a really good game. He's still right in his prime.
And he's always been
basketball. Edwards.
Like Lindy Waters was thinking.
He's made the big run. Took the 4-point lead of the season.
I enjoyed the little presentation.
Officials,
right?
While they're doing,
he doesn't have to let him off the hook.
Lindy Waters to Looney. Minnesota roster to Jeff.
It's a turnover. All this pressure. As Reed down there before they know exactly what.
Dallas, Minnesota for.
Wow.
Pajemski step.
Pajemski. From the free throw line.
He's never finished.
Fully extend.
Steph is
ball screens. On his neck, too.
Grabs. DiVincenzo open. Curry faded there. Gobert changed.
He's vacated. I got to do my work early.
8 points and 7 rebounds. Anthony backdoor cut to Buddy Hield. They wanted the screen initially. Now he'll use from Fremont. 44 points in that third quarter.
They did. They did.
Headed for the fourth quarter.
We need the distraction, split action, ball screen.
Floater. Looney kept it. She's got it. Now Lindy knocked it. That was nice. No bonus. Conley behind go. Looney again. Said the Warriors would. Conley is coming in at the next stoppage. Block does Reed, and that's a 24-shot.
Just taking over the game.
GP2 laying it up.
Just make contact. Made a little break.
Draymond good help on McDaniels down the lane. Draymond McDaniels trying to get it out of Kuminga's hands. He healed for 3. Alexander Walker picked up the dribble. Steve 3 on the way. Walker all the way to the red over, and it's a layup. And Anthony Edwards.
Get your spacing right. Stay away from turnover.
And out GP2, no. GP2 number from the right corner. Fade, fire, ribbon for 1, and Gobert. Now Edwards has break. Gobert, the offensive rebound. Bottom.
That's when Anthony Edwards.
Coming game for the Warriors.
Made sure he didn't get the 8-second violation. Big is guarding him. No one's getting back. Closer.
Anthony Edwards with DJ out to Edwards. Good look for a 3.
Ending at a super high level right now.
3. Halfway down and out. Now Alexander Walker off the lane down the minute and a half left. Passes him over and slipped in the limit now. GP2 knocked it away. Buddy Hield for 3. Then run him off the line. You're playing the clock. Draymond down the left. Randall on the counter attack. What a win for the Dubs. Curry was sublime. Bear reaction.
Yeah, but that's what happens if you get hit in the eye. You're going to react that way.
Different guys making a 3.
But that's the problem with Anthony Edwards. You don't want to get too close.
He'll on a post-up on Lindy Waters. He's got it now. Lindy knocked it. Minnesota living in the bonus. Conley behind go 2. Buddy Hield for 3. Back. Alexander Walker picked up the dribble. And the hottest T-Wolf here in the 4th. Now Edwards has breakdown. Running one-hander. Gobert, the offensive rebound. Throws for the Edwards with GP2 on him. Draymond set a screen. Curry 3. Halfway down and out. Run out Alexander Walker off the lane, down the bead on the stifle tower. Crosses him over and slipped in the lane.